We're going to talk about the Todd Gurley visiting the Detroit Lions and update on the Lions OTAs. Let's begin.
It's LeGarrette Blount here, man, three-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout-out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Hey, Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron. Big shout-out to MicroMike and the YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
Welcome to Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike. We took all things Detroit Lions news, rumors, analysis, breakdown, and everything regarding our franchise. And in this video, we're going to be doing the update of Lions OTA, some observations that was seen by some of the reporters out there and reported on. And I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it. And obviously, Todd Gurley visiting the Detroit Lions, what I think about it, what it means, and going forward. But before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the latest news, rumors, and hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes in this video. Let's just go ahead and start with the observations. We're going to start with the punt return. So the reporting is done by Freep as well as Pride of Detroit. That's where the information came from. And from what they said, the special teams coordinator, Dave Phipp, explained before practice there's 5 players in competition for this. So when it comes to the returner, we got Victor Bolden, Tom Kennedy, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Khalif Raymond and D'Angelo Ramos. Just looking at this, I'm going to assume right now when it comes to the return spot, I'm going to give Khalif Raymond and Amon-Ra St. Brown a little bit of an edge here because of the speed as well as the versatility when it comes to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they did a lot of stuff when it comes to special teams. In the gunner position, you had groups of Mani Awarie and Mike Ford. Mike Ford really blew out, did a very good job per Dave Burkett. Very fast in the sideline, getting after it. A lot of question marks when it comes to Lions secondary and when it comes to the OTAs. The cornerback pairings was Dunbar and Jeffrey Okudah, one pairing, and then you obviously had Amani Awarie and Melifonwu on the other. So it's going to be interesting to see how this kind of plays forward continue. But let's see the growth of these guys so they can get better. Some also observations when it comes to the wide receiver core. There's a little bit more downs than ups. There were some shaky hands with individuals dropping the football when it comes to Damian Ratley and Brashard Perryman. This is kind of expected because this is not the greatest wide receiver core in the NFL, and you expect that these guys are probably going to be a little shaken out of there as well. Hit that like button, folks. Let's get to 200 likes in this video. I think we can get it done. With your help, we can do it. We're going against the legacy media. They hate Detroit. They hate everything about our team, our city. So let's show them that we actually do have a fan base. Let's get this video out there. 200 likes. When it comes to the starting offensive line, it is what we expected. Taylor Decker, the left tackle, Jonah Jackson, the left guard, Frank Ragnow, center, Halapoulivaati Vaitai at the right guard position, and Penei Sewell at the right tackle position, just like we expected throughout the NFL draft, what we've been talking about. But Penei Sewell is talking, and he's having a little bit of a difficult transition going from left to right. But we just started OTAs. It's a long way to go. A lot of learning to do. Rookies going to be rookies, and I expect him to be very good going forward. And it is going to be a difficult transition. It's going to take a little bit of time. When it comes to the second team of the offensive line, you had Matt Nelson, left tackle, Logan Stenberg, left guard, Evan Brown, center, Tommy Kramer, the undrafted rookie out of Notre Dame, and Dan Skipper, the right tackle. To me, the most notable spot here is Tommy Kramer. I think this guy is going to make the team as an undrafted rookie. He was a 4-year starter, and I have high hopes for him. He does remind me of the Bo Benchois a couple years ago, but I think his ceiling is higher because of his experience and his ability to adapt, and I think he will grow for the Lions as a backup role for the future. Jared Goff was looking really sharp in OTAs. This is something that may be unexpected to other people out there, but considering the fact that he was a first-round pick just a couple years ago and he was playing at a high level, I didn't expect him to be just absolutely awful like the mainstream media says. I don't think he's going to be a world beater. I don't think he's going to be the next great thing, but I don't expect him to be awful either. And so him being sharp makes a lot of sense. You're seeing a lot of Darren Fells from Jared Goff, and I expect to continue to see that. Fells, hey, look, the guy is a beast, man. He's good at blocking, but he did well in Detroit. He did well with his time here, and you're going to see him continue to get targets from Jared Goff, as well as TJ Hawkinson blowing up the routes and just giving a massive target for Jared Goff, and I can expect that to keep going forward. You're seeing a lot of short routes so far in OTAs. You're not seeing a lot of downfield passing. Again, this is expected when you got a young team coming together. You're going to be a little simple here. I'm sure the playbook will open up a little bit more when training camp hits, but it's good to see that the targets are accurate and it's on the receiver, whoever gets the ball, if it be DeAndre Swift, Quintez Cephas. A little bit of drops here and there, but honestly, it's not looking bad right now when it comes to the 7-on-7 drills, and it's a good start to OTAs for Jared Goff and the people who receive the football. What do you guys think, though? Do you want the Lions to sign Todd Gurley? It is simple. Y for yes, N for no in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this, because I want to hear from the fan base. Todd Gurley visiting the Detroit Lions. Yes, it happened yesterday, but we're going to talk about it today and what it means. I do expect the Lions attempt to sign this guy. I think he will get signed here. You don't bring him in unless you really have a good feeling for him. Again, Brad Holmes understands who he is. He's familiar with Jared Goff. It makes sense. What is my thoughts on this? I do like the concept of bringing him in. I don't think it's a net negative on any of the running backs that we have currently on the roster. It's a very young running back core. We're talking about DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams, and Jamar Jefferson. They're not all that old. Now you get a guy who's 26 years old who's done it in the league, and we do need size, and we do need a third down back, and I think that's what Todd Gurley is going to be. He's going to get the football at the 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. We need to convert those first downs, something we have had issues in the past. Also, we're going to be a running first football team, so having a lot of running backs is not bad. Not like before where we've had many wide receivers because we're a pass first team. We're transitioning from that to more of a run power football team. You're going to need backs. We have now 17 games. Running backs take a pounding. You get injured, it's going to happen, so it's good to have bodies back there. Yes, he does have an injury history, but that's why we got 3 other running backs with Swift, Jefferson, and Jamal Williams. So this is nice. I think it's going to help out throughout the NFL season. I think it's going to be a good complement. What I'm going to call this group is the 4 horsemen of the running back apocalypse, because I think it's a very good running back core. I am excited to see in preseason. I'm excited to see throughout the season of all these guys getting after it, because with this offensive line, and I do think it's a top 5 offensive line, with this running backs, we're going to be running like crazy, and we're going to be physical. I love that. I love physicality. I love the concept. So I do want him to be a Detroit Lion. I know a lot of you may disagree, but that's okay. That's what we're here about. We all have different opinions, and I don't think it's a LeGarrette Blount situation. I don't think it's an Adrian Peterson situation, because he does have fuel left in the tank. He does have that. He had 9 touchdowns last year, almost 700 yards rushing in 15 games. He is a power guy, and he's not old. He's 26. He may be older because of his knee injury history when you look at the knee age, but he's not 32. He's not at the, some late 30s. Come on. This guy's only 26 years old, and he's not going to be a number 1 guy. What failed in the past is we had these running backs, but we still passed the game. Now we're going to be running more. It is different. It is completely different when you have a team that's going to focus primarily, I would say, probably 60% running than we are in the last couple years, where it's more like 70% passing, and you have plenty of running backs. That's a big difference. And then people may ask about the Kerryon Johnson situation. They didn't trust Kerryon Johnson, and Kerryon Johnson did nothing running the football. He did it in pass protection. He did nothing running the football. Todd Gurley is going to run those critical 3rd downs. He's going to be a 3rd down guy. It's a big difference here from that aspect. And it's not the fact that it's going to hurt Jefferson either, because Jefferson's a different type of running back. He's not as big as he is. He's going to be a theoretic, so I think it's going to be perfectly fine. It will take away if they do sign him. It will take away from the carries, but I don't mind that as long as we get those yards. Just get the yards on the ground and become a blue-collar football team. I would love that. But in the upcoming videos, we got the One Pride podcast on my channel at 6:30 p.m. EST. Make sure you are there. It is a fun, interactive show. We will have the panel on this time, and it's going to be fun. So if you got questions, we got answers. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that notification bell so you don't miss out. And we got breaking news and rumors, videos dropping every single day on here. So make sure you don't miss out on these lovely videos that I do.